Good afternoon to everybody. I've made my daily bushwhacking trek back into Mill Branch, which is a tributary of Coker Creek. Fairly well known for being mined back in the day. I've been here once before, found a little bit of color, but nothing really great. But as you wander around in here, and it's really hard to see, there's quite a lot of evidence of extensive mining. It's a rather small, meandering creek. Actually, there's several branches of it that flow through here. So it's kind of an interesting area geologically, and I'll get into more of that when I get something to look at. But for now, I've bushwhacked my way in. Not very far, but you got to crawl underneath all kinds of stuff and over things. But kind of a flat walk, no more than 7 or 8 minutes, but just a lot of bushwhacking. So I'm gonna get over to a spot where I can work, where I actually stand up, and I'll be back in a few minutes and show you some of what I'm finding. I made my way now over to the main part of Mill Branch. As I said, there's lots of feeders, which I was standing in before. Actually, there's water running through here. Looks like a pretty good amount. You could probably run a sluice if you wanted to. I didn't bring one today. I'm really just sampling, but one thing I failed to mention just a minute ago, on the way in, there's lots of signs of hog rootings. So even a big hog wallow back there. Looks fairly fresh, maybe within the past day. I'll definitely have to keep an eye out for those. So I'm going to kind of make my way up the creek here a little bit. I did have decent success in a couple of spots up here last time I was here, which is the only time I've been here other than this, which was almost 2 years ago to the day. So if I didn't say it before, today's Friday, December the 14th. Got a lot of blue sky right now. It's in the low to mid 50s. Not bad at all. This is one of the spots where I had some decent success before, so I can give that a try in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to head on up and see what I can get into up there. Alright, I'm at my first destination, and one reason I like this location is the creek's actually cutting into a hillside. If there's any weathered material in there that's had gold in it, it'll actually release it into the creek at this point. This is one spot I did fairly well before, so I'm going to get in here and dig around for a bit. So I'll be back in a little bit. Just wanted to show you the location. I'm going to be using my shovel and my sucker. So I'm going to get busy. Gold's not going to just jump up in my pan, I'm sure. So be back in a little bit and show you a little bit of color out of here. I've got a couple of pans done. No gold so far, but they were more like half pans. One thing I noticed was the same thing I noticed before. Most all the heavies in here are small pieces of magnetite, brown sand. It's almost entirely magnetic, as opposed to the non-magnetic black sand you typically get from the area. There's a nice little bedrock shelf, kind of blocking the sun on it. I'm work on that a little bit and see if maybe some gold's gotten trapped over there. It really ought to trend more toward this side of the creek, but it's worth a try. So I'll give it a try and I'll be back. Been here for a while now, and so far it's been kind of an adventure just to find gold at all. I found a few little pieces, just not a lot, maybe 6 or 7 small flakes, few specks. So far that's about it. Nice looking little creek, and I've really not gone up any further than this before or today. Just along where this hillside comes down, there's some pretty interesting looking stuff. Fairly mineralized, not heavily, but fairly, but almost all magnetics. Lots of little magnetic cubes. Kind of different than most of the other creeks in its immediate vicinity. I'm not too far from Coker, just over the ridge. I'm gonna keep on working. I don't ever give up that easy. But I'm gonna get in here and see if I can get a little bit more color before the sun goes down behind the ridge. It will get dark in here kind of early. It's been a pretty tough day for gold so far. Can't say I've been skunked, but pretty close. Kind of look in here, you can see where the ground's been worked years ago. You can also see what appears to be a hog wallow in there. Haven't seen any hogs, really haven't smelled any either, but they've been around. But right across there you can see where the smaller branch comes into Mill Branch. Looks like some more rootings right in there. But if you kind of wander through the flat, you'll see quite a lot of evidence of trenches and tailings, pits and stuff like that. It's just really overgrown and it's hard to move around. So they were definitely after something in here, and it was gold for sure. I'm just not finding a lot so far. Water's pretty cold. Sun's starting to get kind of low in the sky. I'm going to keep at it here for a while and see if I can come up with a little bit more. Sun's about to go behind the ridge on me. Ridges are kind of steep in this valley. So it's about time for me to get packed up. Didn't get a lot of gold, not really enough to even bother with taking a picture of. But there is gold in here. One of these days, when I have more time, I'll get in here and move around a little bit more, maybe find some better gold. Could be downstream, who knows. Creek gets a little wider down through here. So that's about it for today. We'll move on out and catch you the next time.